Yeah, so apparently God's supposed to come in those Roman numbers. Got it wrong over here. We all just make mistakes over here. Nailed the tree to the kid, or nail the kid to the tree. Now, off the hop, it doesn't much look like you, but I understand Bones has marked this place. It,
What's going
yeah,
on, guys? My name is
it's
Matt
one of those
Pinello of
things.
Matt Bangs Wood. You are currently sitting in my office with me.
Got hand
Now, this
tattoos.
is not where we
You
do
can see
business.
it.
This is simply my home office where all of Matt
You may
Bangs
remember
Wood
this one
content gets
conversation I had
created.
with this general.
Have a set of plans with me
Probably
here.
didn't
It
have
has
a
been number
conversation
one
with,
requested
but he caught
content
me with
for
that one. How do
months
you
now.
know that I'm
How to
not
read
that
plans.
thing, or
By
you're
far,
not
it's one of
an
the most
enemy?
complicated
Why I
things when it
should
comes to
listen to
building.
you as
A
a
lot of
general?
carpenters
Like, right?
don't
And I was like,
understand
damn.
exactly what
I
they're
think
looking
that's
at.
a
Now, today I'm
good
going to sit
answer.
down with you guys and
I
explain a
might
couple
be the
different
enemy.
things
You're
that'll
right.
really help you guys understand what you're looking at when you have a set of plans like this.
I'm just staring at you, blinking at you, the scroller.
Now, since this is my personal office and not the office we do business at, I don't have a plan table. We're going to roll with it. I'm going to show you guys a couple things, let you guys know the difference between architectural and structural,
salty.
go over a couple different things for both. Hopefully, by the end of this video, you took something away from it. Now, before we go any farther, for those of you that don't know me, my name is Matt Pinella. I'm a carpenter from Central California. My father is a general contractor in the area, and we have been building for years now. I dropped out of high school at a young age to start framing, and it has become much more than a career for me.
I'll bring this
I
up.
spend
I
my
wanted
extra
this
time
one to be a
helping you guys out
special
by making
because
instructional content,
in
documenting
actuality,
builds, and showing you guys the
this
ways of
won't
building.
be
If you guys are new here,
complete
hit
for
that
the
big red
first
subscribe button
fine
down
and
below and turn on post
levels
notifications. Keep
of
up with
what it
everything
does.
we
He
got
does
going.
hit the
This
first
video
step.
has absolutely nothing to do with electrical, nothing to do with plumbing.
The
Concrete, any of that.
training
We're
level
talking
of the
framing here. That's
framing,
all we're
you
gonna
need
talk
a
about,
couple of
start to
things. You need
finish.
more
Let's
information
dive right
than
in
they
though.
need because
So typically when you have a
you
set
need
of
to hit
plans, you have a cover
everybody's
sheet which
up
will
and
have a
down
3D rendering
on
of the
it.
home along with a bunch of info
Firstly,
about where
it's
it's
not
located,
square.
what's going on.
All
complete
this is
scope
good.
of work.
This is tight, but
Since
it's
we're
not
only doing the
Feynman
framing on this
diagram
project,
tight.
the only
It
thing we
is
print out is our
but
structural,
what gets you to
architectural,
this
and
circuitry,
elevations.
because
Those
there's
three things right there
transistors,
allow
even
us
though
to
there's
frame
no
from
electrical or
concrete up.
plumbing,
So we are
right?
on A1.0.
We will
This
get
is
an
our site
electric
plan.
line.
This is gonna
That
give us a
happens to
basic
be
rundown of
framing,
what's going on
or
on
at
the
least at
property.
the
Now think
carpentry
of plans as a puzzle.
institutional
Everything
blueprint
here
level,
has a
given
place.
the compass here.
Architectural site
Telling me
plan
some
legend
numbers
is
and
up here
letters
in
on
the
the Ouija
corner, and it
board.
tells you what each individual mark means. You have
There's your
notes here with
diagrams, but
numbers and circles
actually
that
for
go to one
a
spot or another. For instance,
Bones level,
number
if you got
18
the
is a new
33
deck.
degree Master
That's
Mason
gonna be
charts
right out
out
there.
here,
Up here at the site plan
Seems
legend,
like
you can
what
see
it'll do.
new addition to existing
Um,
residence. That shade right there.
we don't
obviously is
necessarily
right out
care right at this
tell you a
moment
couple other things
about
we have.
this.
E,
And the
electrical
reason
line
why
that runs
is
along the
because
backside
when you
there.
go to talk
I'm
about
actually
why
kinda worried
this
about
one
that.
is
It
this
seems
one,
like it might be in
there
our
needs
way.
to be
In the
some
case that it is,
foundation
we're
to
gonna
it.
have that disconnected.
And
Now, one thing
I
you
don't
can check out
necessarily
here on the
see.
2'4" and 3'8".
Oopsie.
22'1". So 22'1" hooking outside. You can see new addition
Okay.
to existing residence.
We don't.
That shade right there.
Where
Obviously it's right out
any
there.
one diagram, here's
tell you
this
about all
house
the
is going to
things we
do
have.
something.
E,
This
electrical line
house
that runs along
needs
the
to
backside
specifically build
I'm actually kinda
through
worried about
all
that.
the
It seems like it
institutional
might be in our
models of
way.
what
In
that
the case
does.
That it is, we're going to have that disconnected. Now, one thing you can check out here on
In
the
that
site
model,
plan, you have a water line, a
there's
gas
always
line,
the
a
square
sewer
house or
line, and an electrical
rectangular
line here.
geometry
You can find
mathematically
your gas line
always
there,
follows
electrical
that,
lines right out
and
there,
the
water lines
electric
run all over
stuff
the
and
place. These are things
plumbing,
you can look out for before you're
congruency,
either digging
flow
or
charts,
doing other work. Now, since we're framing this project, the only thing we
1, 0,
really have to look out for
layouts,
is
and
that electrical line right there.
before
We
you
don't have
start
equipment
plumbing,
on this
it seems
project
like there's already a
since
house.
the lot
This gives
right
me a
there
specific thing.
is
Now,
pretty narrow. We actually can't get a
if
lift anywhere
this
on
was
site.
your standard
We have
model
a home here,
operations,
home here,
and
the
I had
street
a
runs
group
along
of
here.
kids,
Now, another
it
thing the
was
site plan does is tells you
to be.
exactly where
It's
the
just
lawn
hard
is
to
and how
always
big
be
it is.
this one,
As you
right?
can see, we got a little pie shape
When it's
going
not
on
square,
here.
anybody
There's
else
nowhere
couldn't
to get the
remember it.
equipment
It's hard to
in. We
teach.
have an
The
existing
angles
garage
are
here.
weird, and
Existing
that
home
makes
is
it hard to do.
Addition
You would
goes
want
here,
one
and
of
there
these
is
to
nowhere
then do
to get
that.
a lift in.
Any
Now, our
way you
game plan here, we're going to have all of our
put
material
this
dropped
up
right
in
here
this
in the
way,
driveway.
but you'll know
Our
why.
laborers are going to pack it back to the addition. That goes for all of our plate, all of our studs, our
Sorry.
floor system, roof system,
tree.
everything. These guys are going to put in work. Now, on your site plan here as well, you'll find little circles with numbers inside of them to reference on your
More
keynotes
recent
here.
stuff is more
Number
of that.
one, for
Like,
instance,
well,
which is right in
when
here.
you're carpentry
Residence to be
crewing,
renovated.
that's a
Number two,
different model
residence to
around
remain
town,
not
around
in
the
scope. So
site,
nothing is
daily,
changing with this
weekly.
side of the home, but this
With
side
not
here
only is
affected.
it to be checked,
Number
or
three,
is there
Main house addition
if
with
electrical,
610 square foot
carpentry,
ADU
framing,
unit above.
insulation,
Now this here is going to have a list
models
of
of
things
those
for not
things,
only the framers but every trade.
MOS in the
Now
pie
with the site
chart.
plan here, they're basically giving you guys a rundown on what's going on. All these keynotes here that you can
It's a lot.
reference have anything
It's
to
not
do
so
from
much
the
big
fruit
secret
trees
as
that
much
are
as
being
having
removed
the
to put
value
in a new
mass.
sidewalk.
This is
So
my
what's going
horse.
on with the addition?
This is his
Now we're
horse.
going to go ahead and
What
flip
the
pages here
horse
and start
is
looking at
actually
the stuff that
necessary
actually
there,
has to do with framing.
because we're
Now, we're
talking
not
about
looking at
zeros
this
and
here.
ones
The only
here,
thing we wanna
is a
look at
combination
today
of
is
both.
our floor plan that we're going to be building. So we are now
This
on
is a
architectural
logarithm.
2.1. 2.0 was
What
actually
you're
a
doing with it
demolition
from
floor
here.
plan. We don't need that because we're not doing demo.
There you go.
One thing to keep
So,
in mind when you
got
first
some
start
square
reading
stuff
plans
here.
that
A
helped me out
kitchen
tremendously is understanding the
reno
difference between an architect
isn't just a
and
build, it's a
structural
fix,
engineer.
right?
Architects make things pretty, and
It's,
engineers
we can
make things
redo a
work.
kitchen.
Here we have the floor plan
I
for the
didn't
addition that we're gonna be
design
framing.
that kitchen to be in there. There
Architects
might be
draw
a
in
few
things like the
entropy
toilet
states
here,
that
the
are
bathtub
also
here,
adjustable
2 sinks,
with
and a hallway
all the
closet.
congruency and stoichiometric
Engineers not going to give you
ratios
any of that info and
necessary,
not going to show anything. They're simply going
timelines
to
why I
show
have
what they
over
want
extra
to make
dollar
the building
bills and
up to
money
code.
that
While the
are
architect here is
necessary.
going to explain exactly where all these
Land,
windows are going to go.
bedroom,
Now, the first thing we're going to do
home
when we get on the
decor,
site here
check
is snap this wall along
foundations,
here.
rebuild
5.5
foundations if
over,
checked, because
snap
that's the
another
real
line
value.
there.
They really
That's going
project
to be for that wall.
under
Now, from
that
there,
Das
you
Boot
can
Barn,
see here 31
because
foot 4
units
looking
after
building
units.
over to there. Now, what
I'm
that's
gonna have
gonna
no
do
choice
by
but to
pulling
kind of go
31
like,
foot 4
well,
from
there was
corner
some
to
steep
corner
lines.
on
They
both
get
sides
bored,
is
they
gonna
can't
make sure
figure
that
out
we're
something to do.
perfectly
You start
parallel.
tossing
We
all
don't
those
suggest
little ones
following
that come back
concrete because
together,
concrete
or
isn't always perfect.
you know, while
In the
you're
case of
doing
this
something
31
different,
foot
you're
4,
gonna
and this
toss
may
a
be
couple of
31 foot
methodologies,
5,
see
you're out in
what it
hand
is,
already.
and then
You don't wanna
zenith
build
it,
like
right?
that.
You're
So now
gonna
before you lay out studs in this wall, you
how to
should make
improve
note of
it,
where your
if not
windows
this
are and
time,
lay
well
those
in
out first.
operation to make sure it
Now, as
gets
you can
through,
see
but
here,
then
we
start
have
off next
2
time
foot 8
with
hooking
whatever
outside
other
of
unit
plate
or
to
yourself,
center of that window.
and
Now you have 105
do
written there and a little diamond.
accordingly.
That is going to be used for
Working this
reference
ladder.
on your window and door schedule, which we'll get to in just a second. So
And
now
if
that
you
you've
need
laid out
concrete,
that
we
window,
got
they're
a
going to lay out the one
3x3
right
cube
next
bath
to it.
right here of a
Typically,
concrete
they would
floor
have another
pour,
number
some
in
of the
between,
footers,
and
the
you would just mark
walls,
center. But this one,
the
as you can
inside
see,
leg,
we've got 1, 2,
but
3,
there, you
4,
can make
5
that
numbers
little
to your
coffin
center.
if you want.
This is where a construction calculator comes in handy. We have 5'9".
Might as well be doing electrical magnetism and Gaussian stuff here. We got to get those field charts lined up in the right bosonic or harmonics. So the map guy, or the couple of carpenters, the plumber, the electrician, the 2 electricians, master and apprentice, the however, the plumber apprentice here has more electric than the boss over here though, but still doesn't know plumbing, which there's, yeah, oh man.
And these are all things listed on the architectural. Now before any of your plating goes down, you're going to snap lines on your
High
slab, which
probability
you
that
guys
that
will
would
see in
come
our build
off.
series starting
He's
tomorrow.
showing attributes
You
and
would
skills
hook
of
that
fast
corner
to
there
throw on there.
and go 5'9". You give yourself a mark and go
blink,
back 3.5,
blink.
and that is for that interior 2x4 wall. So now
You
you
flip
would butt that wall right there and pull 5'5" over the next one. Go back 3.5 to there, and that's that wall. From there, you keep doing that until you have all of your walls laid out. And that is how we will
When you're
do it
doing
for
the
each and every
real small
wall in this
drawings,
home.
what I'm
So
going
what
to
I'm
do
gonna do for
is,
you guys is actually
I might
wear a
even
GoPro
do
head
that
mounted
real
for this whole
art
entire build,
bit because
and you guys
it's
will be able to
so
follow along
useful.
as we build this house,
It,
and you can reference the
you
plans,
learn
what
how
we're
to
talking
draw
about right
things,
now,
ruler,
to
feel
what we're
good,
building on this edition.
get good
Not only
timelines
will you
with
guys
it.
get to see it here on paper, but you'll actually get to see it on video as well. So now on every page, you're going to have something that looks like this. And this is going to tell you exactly what each of these walls mean. You're going to have a existing wall to remain, a new 2x4 wall, new 2x6 wall, and an area not in the scope. So
Yeah,
now as we
well,
come back over to here, you can see that this is going to be a new 2x6 wall here, new 2x6 wall all the way along the outside. Interior 2x4 wall is new. And then over here, all of these walls
certain
are
perspectives
nothing
in
but white
here are
lines
better.
because all of this is
So
existing.
on my last one,
We
I was
have a
talking
floor
about
plan
your
general
back
notes
to the
section
wall
as well,
or
which will tell
forward
you
CT
different things,
paradoxes.
such as the all plumbing
See, when
wall
you're
should be
here,
2x6 minimum framing. Provide
I'll
R13
always
minimum
check this
insulation
ditch.
of
It may
plumbing
not
walls.
need to be
All of
done.
this is
Even if
info
I
that may
notice
be
it
needed.
needs to
As
be
far as our
done,
framing goes, there's only a
PVT3, I'll
couple
have to
things we're
stack
actually
those
gonna take
bunks
away from
first,
this.
or
Now, like I
something will
explained
take
to you guys,
priority.
architectural tells you exactly
Why
where
ones and
everything's going to
zeros
be
equal
placed
A,
as far as
B,
the
or
toilet
up or
goes,
down,
the
or
sinks,
yes or no,
showers,
or
kitchen island, washer and dryer, so on and
if,
so
when,
forth. None of this
then,
has to do with
and
framing,
or
so we're going to go ahead and skip through
not.
this. If you guys have any interest, you guys can pause it and read it. Now, when we get to structural, you're going to notice that none of these numbers are on there. You have to go off the architectural floor plan to figure out where all of your other walls are going to be along with where your window and door openings are. We're going to go ahead and flip pages. Now we're on A2.2, the accessory dwelling unit floor plan. Now this is